In its heyday, the blade stood tall, or rather lay long in the centre of town, a definition of its time, by its time. World-class art, cried the herald. But here, now, outside of its previous frame, is that still the case? Its creator proclaimed that the haulage, the movement of the object itself, was actually art, art by the artisans. And there have been many haulage contractors of note. But what do you think? Is it art? Is it road haulage? Or maybe a bit of both?
What a load of bollocks that was. What's that? The blade thing.
Oh, where's the snipes? He was a rank ninja in that thing, black belt stuff.
Blade? The blade, you know, that propeller thing. You're right about Wesley Snipes, he's a martial artist. I mean, and there's boxers like Ray Winston and Mickey Rourke. Who do you reckon would win in a fight between Ray Winston and Mickey Rourke?
Rourke, he went pro for a bit. I don't doubt he had the art, but he was never stylish. Your power and your purpose will get you so far, but he's often beaten by the stylist. You can bash and blunder, but a purist will tell you that the likes of Winston will probably come out on top. Because he was an amateur boxer before he became a so-called actor.
I have heard that, but although he wasn't a trained fighter, I reckon Picasso would have beaten him.
Picasso, who's he then?
He was an artist like Winston.
Oh yeah. What was he in?
No, not that sort of artist, you know, one that paints, you know, like a painter.
Ah. Interiors, exteriors, that sort of thing.
He used to paint things and the like, you know, that kind of thing. Not a tall man, quite short, quite low, very low centre of gravity, was stocky, focused, had very strong thighs. That came from standing painting up.
The skating boards then, would he?
Alright, why's that?
You can't paint skating boards stood up. You know, not tidily, you have to kneel down to paint the skating boards. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe he did everything else and got somebody else to do the skating boards, I don't know.
Toulouse-Lautrec would have been ideal.
Well, I reckon the toughest artist for only thought this bunch. Satie and Blind Dove, couple of nonsense and show. Not necessarily the nicest to watch, but devastating on their day, and with entirely different styles. Satie, a musician man straight on, as Van Gogh would call it, the tinkler on the rivalries. They say Satie would never leave his house, rain or shine, without an hammer concealed about it.
No, Van Gogh was from Holland. Yeah, I know that one.
In fact, Satie used to call him a Dutchman.
I read once that he used to paint windmills. And I always thought, how do you paint a windmill, do you? Do you strap yourself to the blade? Or do you stand back and wait for the blades to go past, holding the brush like so? They say he went mad in the end, became a loony.
Well, fine line all that, innit?
Well, despite his abilities, Van Gogh will not be starting as favourite with the fans. He's unsettled, he's volatile, he's often worse for drink, and he's not French, being a native of Zundert in the Netherlands of Holland. He's a perfectionist without knowing what he wants to perfect. Always searching, always looking. You don't really know what you're going to get. Oh, here he goes. On paper, Satie may be just that little too precise for him. If Van Gogh tries to lure him into a brawl, that could very much backfire because he's not the best defensive fighter. And if he's bold, broad strokes don't find their mark. He might find himself on the canvas in the worst possible way and not under his control. Erik Satie, the hammer of Honfleur, originally from northern France, but now very much a Parisian. Likes his boulevard, does Satie. A different style to Van Gogh. He bides his time, waits for the moment and then commits. Without doubt, one of the best finishers in the business. He calls himself a mathematician, so it's all equations and geometry and once in a while fireworks. The questions on everyone's lips is, will he choose long or short shafted hammer? If it goes to form, then it's likely we'll see the long shaft, so we can keep Van Gogh at bay and look for an opening.
So imagine you're chewing on your croissants down the Champs-Elysees, and out one eye you see Satie, all elegant in a top coat and top hat, keeping himself to himself. But you can tell he's alert.
Vincent, tu es incorrigible.
And then imagine on your left it starts with a scream, and then someone runs past, and another, and the crowd runs past, and chairs tip over, and the table falls, and glasses smash on the cobblestones, and out of it, with his arm outstretched, and in his hand a cut-throat razor, steps Van Gogh. Drunk as a newt, a mad look in his eye, and who does that addled eye fall upon but Satie, Erik Satie. So imagine our Vincent, mad Vincent, eyes locked onto that confounded tinkler on the ivories. Satie, he yells, and Satie is ambling. Imagine that, he's ambling towards Van Gogh, and he knows Van Gogh's a nutter, and he can see he's drunk by how he's swaying. And in his hand reaches for a hammer.
Here we go, fellas, lunch.
Oh, it's a bit early to sing.
Yeah.
We should all have something to
But,
take
I mean,
home.
you did say you didn't like tomato, but I will eat the tomato.
I'm not.
Do you want it now?
No,
Right.
I don't.
So you do like Gary Balls, isn't
What
it?
damage is done to that?
And you do want soup.
I'll be able to open it, don't you?
This stuff intrigues me because it's
It's
concentrated.
It's double strength.
Yeah.
You can do it with cold water and then whisk it up and put it in the microwave, or you can cook it on the hob and just sort of, well, you can put boiling water in so it boils, so it comes to the boil quicker, or hot water.
I'll have it neat.
But I tend to scrape the edge because there's still a lot left in the can.
So
what?
So who won?
Who won what?
Who won the fight between Van Gogh and Satie?
Oh no, it wasn't real. I said imagine. But they both did carry weapons, and
Yeah, but I don't think skating boards were around during Van Gogh's time.
how would you know?
Well, show me a painting of his that has got a skating board.